As-salamu alaykum wa-raḥmatu, wa-barakātuh. Sustainability is embedded within Islam. Being eco-conscious isn't just a trend, it's a responsibility that we have, and as Muslims, we can easily align this responsibility with our faith. In fact, taking care of the earth is a role for us as stewards or Khalifa of Allah's creation. The Quran and the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ guide us to live in harmony with nature, to avoid wastefulness, and to respect the environment. So when we make more efforts to live sustainably, we're not just doing it for the planet, but we're fulfilling our Islamic duties. Without further ado, I will be sharing a couple of ways of how you can be more sustainable as a Muslim in your day-to-day life with some Islamic backup. Well, one of the biggest yet easiest ways that we can be more sustainable as a Muslim is by simply avoiding waste, or in Arabic, Israf. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ ordered us not to waste water even if we were making wudu or ablution in an abundant flowing river. And this hadith doesn't even talk about limited water. Abundant, more than enough. And even with that amount of water, you can't waste. Now imagine how many of us will be making wudu like it's an infinite resource, or be spending hours in the shower or letting the water run when washing the dishes for a long period of time. So small acts like not wasting your water within wudu or not wasting your food can over time gradually increase your sustainability as a Muslim. And most importantly, you won't be held accountable for sinning. Secondly, we shall strive to put more green through the deen whilst protecting nature. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ placed a lot of emphasis on protecting the environment, and even said that if a person plants a tree or sows seeds and a person or animal or bird eats from it, that it will be counted from him as charity or sadaqah. Now I want you to think about having an apple seed. You decide to place it somewhere in an open fielded area, and let's say a couple of years later, you have passed away. Now, 30 years later, that tree became a beautiful, fully grown apple tree, and every time people eat from it, you get rewarded. So even in Jannah, you will get a reward of the resource that you have put on this dunya. Planting, recycling, or reducing plastic are all forms of charity that will continue to benefit others long before we have done them. So for example, avoid single-use plastics such as water bottles or snack packages, and use more reusable items such as your bags at home. Finally, another great way to be sustainable is through charity. There are numerous Islamic organizations that focus on sustainability and environmental conservation. And by supporting these organizations, you're not just funding these people, but you're also preserving the environment for the future generations. So these are just some ways that we can live more sustainable as Muslims. And it's important to remember that sustainability isn't just a buzzword, it's a core principle of Islam. From reducing waste to living simply, we have so many opportunities to make our lives more eco-friendly on a day-to-day basis and in harmony with Allah's creation. If you want to, you can let me know in the comments on how you try to be more eco-friendly as a Muslim in your day-to-day life. And that's it again for this video. May Allah's peace, mercy, and blessings be upon you. As-salamu alaykum wa-raḥmatu, wa-barakātuh.